comfortable seated position. We have a nice group wherever you want to be. Take a big, slow, deep inhale. And exhale it all out. Take another big, slow, deep inhale. And exhale it all out. One more big, deep breath. Exhale everything out. On your next inhale, bring your arms out to the side. Slowly bring them all the way up overhead. Let your fingertips touch. On your exhale, press your palms down, letting them float all the way down to the ground. Inhale, scoop all the way up. And exhale all the way down. Inhale up. Hold your arms up. Take your left hand, reach it around your right wrist. Pull your right arm up gently and then exhale over to the left. As you gently pull your right arm, think about keeping your right hip down on the mat. And then think about your left side lifting up and over. Take a few more breaths here. And then release, reaching both hands up to the sky. And then take your left fingertips, reach them, right fingertips around your left wrist, reach up, exhale over. Gently pull your arms, seeing if you can find a stretch. And then also at the same time, reach your left shoulder back a little bit, opening up. And breathe here. Reach back up to the sky, flex your palms, and then bring them out to your sides, pressing these imaginary walls away from you. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears and then let them relax. Shrug your shoulders up, let them relax. Shrug them up. 2 more times, lift. And last time, bring your palms all the way back overhead. Face your palms to me. Open and close your fingers. Maybe fan them a little bit. And then roll your wrists. And now roll them in the opposite direction. Bring your fingertips gently behind you. Lean back, cross which leg you have in front. Nice. And now reach up, interlace your fingers this time, release your pointer finger, lengthen, and then exhale, bend over to the right. Breathing here. Now rotate, looking back, keeping your arms by your ears, but finding a gentle twist through your torso. And then reach back up to the sky, release the fingers, interlace other thumb on top, release the pointer fingers, reach up, bend over to the left. Breathing here. And then rotate your torso, looking back over your left hip, under your left arm. And then come back up to center. Let your arms rain down in front of you and then slowly walk your palms out as far as is comfortable. Maybe let your elbows get heavy. Maybe drop your chin to your chest. Feel a gentle stretch here along your lower spine, through your back. Go ahead and wag side to side if that feels good. Feel some stretching through the outer edge of your hips. Gentle sway. And then climb yourself back up to your seated position. Slowly make your way into your tabletop. Placing your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Spread your fingers so that your pointer finger is pointing away from you. Your feet are directly behind you. Look between your knees, and if you can see your feet, draw them out so that they're hidden. Drop your belly, open your heart, big inhale. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, roll yourself open, one vertebra at a time. Exhale, round. One more, inhale, open. And exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Reach your left leg back behind you. Rock gently back and forth over your left toes. Feel a stretch through the back of your thigh, along your calf muscle. And then come back to center. Reach your right arm out, and now lift your right arm and left leg. Hold here, gaze straight down at your mat. Think about lifting your belly button up to your spine. Press your right shin down, your left palm, finding balance. If you are balanced, you can exhale and draw your knee and elbow to meet underneath your belly button. Inhale, extend back out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach back out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach back out. Hold here again. Lower your right hand down. Bring your left toes all the way over to the right as far as you can go. Press your toes, the ball of your foot into the mat, and reach your heel away from you. Look over your right shoulder at your left foot. Breathe here. Bring your left leg back behind you and turn your right fingertips towards your right knee. And now rock back and forth again. Feeling the stretching your forearm. And now turn your right fingertips to the front, return your left knee. Sway your hips side to side. Let your spine be fluid. And then come back to center. Reach your left leg back behind you. Reach your right leg back behind you. Rock back and forth over your right toes. Big stretch through your calf. And now reach your left fingertips out in front and then float your left fingers, right foot up off the ground. Press your left shin down. See if you can find your balance. You can always put your toes or your fingers back down if you need a little extra stability. If you are balanced here and you want to, you can exhale, draw your knee and elbow to meet. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, extend. Lower your left hand down. Bring your right toes all the way over to the left as far as you can get them. Press the ball of your foot into the mat. And now look over your left shoulder. Feel the big side stretch. Nice, everyone. And now bring the left toes back, right toes back behind you. Turn your left fingertips to face your left knee and gently rock, stretching your forearm back and forth. Return your fingers to the front of the mat. Bring your right knee in and make some figure eights with your hips. Maybe move your fingertips to the outer side of your mat, getting a little bit more space in your wrist. Switch the direction. And then come back to your neutral, hands under your shoulders. Reach your right leg back and up behind you. Draw the knee into your chest and then slide your right foot up between your hands. Since we're outside, you might want to flip your mat a little bit underneath your left knee to give you a little extra padding there. Press down into your right foot. Bring your hands onto your right thigh. Press the right thigh away from you to make your spine nice and straight. Think about this 90-90 angle here. Breathe in. And now reach your arms up overhead. With your right fingertips, reach around your left wrist. Lift up and then exhale over to the right. Pull your right shoulder forward and your left shoulder back, so you're opening your heart to the front of your mat. Nice. Woo. You can always curl your back toes to help you balance a little bit. Reach both arms straight up to the air and then float them down. Come back to tabletop. Go ahead and reach the left leg back behind you. Slide the left foot forward. Reach your arms out and up. And now wrap your left fingertips around your right arm. Reach it up and exhale, bend over to the left. Press the right shin into the mat. Sit up nice and tall. Drive the left heel, left big toe down. Couple more breaths here. And then release the fingertips, rain them down. Come back to your tabletop. Reach your right leg back behind you. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. One more time. And extend. Drag that knee to your chest and slide the right foot up between your hands again. We're going to scoot our right knee back a little, our left knee back a little bit so we can sink our right hips forward. And then if you can, see if you can find some movement shifting back and forth. So you want to start to feel this in your hips. And now as you sit your hips forward, but not so far, you don't want your knee to come over your big toe, so it's still behind it, but we have decreased that angle. Reach your arms out and up. So square your hips to the front of the mat. Reach your arms up, maybe gaze up at the sky, taking a little bit of a back bend here. And then on your exhale, as you bring your fingers down, shift your hips back, flexing your front foot, stretching through the back of your right leg. Breathe here, lengthening your spine. The more you lengthen your spine, the more you drive down through this right heel, the more stretch you're going to feel on the back of your right leg. Rock back forward, plant your hands and slide your right knee back into tabletop. Reach your left leg up and back behind you. Notice if you swayed your back and make sure that everything is at one line, one straight line. Draw your knee in. No, extend it out. Bend your knee and extend. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Now draw the knee into your chest. Slide the left foot up. Scoot your right knee back a little bit. Reach your arms out. Oh no, slide. Gosh. Rock back and forth. I'm going to blame the birds. The birds are distracting me. Rock back and forth a little bit. Finding some extra space, loosening up your hips. And now let those hips sink forward, reach your arms up. Start with the straight up, but find the stretch through your hip flexors, arms up to the ceiling. And then if you want, start to take a little bit of a back bend, arching and opening your heart. And breathe. Bring your hands down, shift your hips back, flex your foot. And feel the big stretch through the back of your left leg. Breathing here. Feel the breeze. And then come forward, slide your left knee back into tabletop. Wag your hips if you need to, make any adjustments. Reach your right leg up behind you. And this time, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Curl your left toes under and come into a little bit of a lizard pose. Lift your left knee up. The lifting the left knee up is optional. If you need to keep it down for balance, go ahead and do that. Now, drop your left heel down and walk your hands a little bit to the left. So you're in this like sort of warrior two squat. And now see if you can push gently back and forth. And if that gives you any space, any stretch. If you do not like it, Emma, see if you can bend your knees. Yeah, come down like you want it. Yeah. So you should feel a big stretch in here in this area. Yeah. And now come back into your tabletop. Return your right foot behind you. I know it was a little awkward, but it might be a little good later. Reach your left leg back behind you. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Curl your right toes under and lift your right knee. So you're in a lizard lunge. Maybe you start doing a little bit of rocking back and forth here. And now slowly walk your hands away from your foot towards the right. And now you're sort of reaching forward as you shift your hips back away from you. Push the ground away from you. Oh, drop your right heel. That's why it felt weird. And breathe here. And then walk yourself back into tabletop. Slide your hands one handprint forward. Curl your toes under and peel your hips up into your downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, right, left, left, right. Bending your knees as deeply as you want to. Think about your arms reaching out in front of you, bringing your head in between your biceps. Let your heels get heavy. Soft bend in the knees. Reach your right leg straight back behind you, toes pointing down, knees pointing down. Now bend the right knee and lift the knee up to the sky. Pull the right shoulder back. Re-extend the right leg and then let it slowly lower back down to the mat. Take a breath. And now float the left leg up behind you. Bend the left knee, open the hip. Find space under your right armpit. Extend the left leg, lower the left leg back down. Breathe here. Float the right leg straight back behind you. Draw the knee in towards your chest and then slide the right foot up between your hands. You're in your low lunge. Gently rock side, front and back here. You can keep your knee lifted or you can lower it down. Bring your hands onto your thigh, lift your chest up, square your hips to the front of the mat. Breathe here. If you're ready, reach your arms all the way up. Sit a little bit lower, reach your back heel down, and then float your fingers all the way down. Step back to downward facing dog. And breathe. Put your left leg up behind you. Bend your left knee, bring it towards your chest, and then slide your left foot up between your hands. Come up onto your fingertips if that feels better. and rock gently back and forth. Find your balance, driving down through your front foot. Feel free to lower your knee. Otherwise, climb your hands onto your thighs. If you're balanced here, reach your arms out and up. You can always bend your back knee a little bit. Breathe here. Think about squaring your hips to the front of the mat. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe here. And then let your fingertips come all the way down. Step back to downward facing dog. And breathe. Gaze forward at your hands and slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Let your head hang heavy. Reach for opposite elbows. Gently sway side to side. Release the hands and roll up one vertebra at a time. Keeping your knees slightly bent, letting your head hang heavy. Drawing your belly button in. Coming all the way up to stand. Once you're all the way up to stand, find some space between your legs. Find a stance that feels good for you, where you feel nice and balanced. Roll your shoulders back 3 times. And now roll them forward. Nice. Reach your arms out to the side and up overhead. Let your palms touch. Interlace your fingers. Reach your pointer fingers up. Notice if you let your tailbone stick out. See if you can draw it down. Standing here strong and powerful. Breathe in, extend to the sky, and then exhale over to the left. Gently breathing into this. Press down with your left foot. Draw your left armpit towards me. See if you can keep your head framed between your arms. And then gently pull the right hand with the left hand. Come all the way back up to center. Release the grip. Let your arms come all the way down. Gently shake them out. Reach all the way back up. Interlace other thumb on top. Release the pointer finger. Ground down through your heels, your big toe, your pinky toe. Notice if your weight had shifted forward, pull it back, stand up tall. Breathe in. On your exhale, lift up and over to the right. Drive down with the left foot. Rotate your heart, pull with your right hand. Feel the stretch through both sides of your body. One more breath here, and then come back up to center. Let your arms float all the way down. We'll go through some sun salutations. So come to the front of your mat. Breathe in, feel grounded. Maybe wiggle your fingers a little bit. And then inhale, bring your arms up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back with your right leg, step back with your left leg. You're in plank, hold here. Lower both knees. Untuck your toes, hug your elbows in as you lower your chest and chin. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale through tabletop, back into downward facing dog, and breathe. One more big deep breath. And then look forward at your hands and slowly walk, taking lots of little steps or a couple big steps, bringing your feet back up to your fingers. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms all the way out and up overhead, palms touch. And then exhale, back down again. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left leg back, step your right leg back, hold in plank. Breathe here. Lower your knees, hug your elbows in, lower your chest and chin. Untuck your toes, lift up, baby cobra. Press back through tabletop, curling your toes into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Spread your fingers. Bring your ears between your biceps. And now gaze forward at your hands and slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way out, arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale your hands down by your side. Take a breath. Check your feet, make any adjustments you need to. And now inhale, bring your arms back up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Hold here in your low lunge. Plant your right hand down, lift your left arm up, coming into a twist. Breathe here. And now bring your left hand down, step back to plank, knees, chest, chin, or if you're ready, halfway down chaturanga, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale through tabletop or straight to downward facing dog. And breathe. Put your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way forward. Pause here in your low lunge. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, flap back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch. And then exhale, right back down again. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back, low lunge. Plant your left hand down, twist up to the right. Reach your right fingertips up to the sky. Left heel back. And then bring your right hand down. Step your right foot back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Tabletop, downward facing dog. And breathe. Put your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot all the way forward. Pause here in your low lunge. Step your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms touch overhead. And then let your hands come down by your sides. Breathe here. Adjust your feet if you need to. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Press your right hand down, reach your left arm up. Maybe you reach your left arm back towards the back of your mat. Breathe here. And then bring your left hand down by your left foot. Step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Baby cobra, upward facing dog. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Put your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot forward. Pause here. And then step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms touch. Breathe in. Exhale, right back down again. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back into your low lunge. Plant your left hand down, twist up to the right. Reaching your right arm up. Stay here or reach your right arm towards the back of your mat. Bring the right hand down by your right foot. Step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Float your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot forward, low lunge. Step your right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch overhead. Exhale your hands down by your side. Grab a sip of water if you need it. I have pollen in my throat. Nicer down here. All right. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Shift the weight back into your heels. Reach your arms out in front of you. Sit back, coming into your chair pose. Breathe here. Think about drawing your belly button in, lengthening your spine. You're not on it. Not even close. And then stand up and bring your left knee with you up into the air. And then place your foot down. Bring your arms back in front of you. Sit down, coming back into chair. Noticing where the weight is in your feet. You want to be able to lift your toes up. Yeah. Sit back. Lengthen. So you want to look like a Z. You don't want your butt up like that. You want to try and be a long line through your back. Sit down. And then slowly stand up, lifting your arms up overhead, bringing your right leg up with you this time. Breathing here. And then place the foot down, bring your arms out in front of you, back into chair. Draw your hands into heart center. Breathe here. So we're going to think about taking our right elbow and twisting it towards the outside of our left knee. And that might not work. Maybe this is a better option for you with the hand. Maybe you twist, but your elbows don't get there. But we want to think about sitting and then twisting your torso, squeezing all the toxins out of your organs. And then slowly untwist, reach your arms up overhead. Sit back down, arms in front of you. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to twist to the other side, bringing your left elbow towards your right knee. Maybe your arms open. Maybe you can get your right elbow towards the knee. Sit your hips back a little bit further. Nice, Anna. One more breath. And then slowly unwind, reach your arms all the way up and let them float gently all the way down by your side. Nice. Let's come to the top of our mat and build a little flow. So inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. So this is your choice. You can skip it. You can stay in plank. You can come all the way down to your stomach. You could go straight to down dog, or you can go halfway down into upward facing dog. And however you get there, we all want to meet here in down dog by the end of the third breath. 2 and 3. Float the right leg up behind you. Step the right foot forward between your hands. Turn your left heel down, pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Bring your right arm onto your right thigh and reach your left arm up to the sky, coming into side angle. From side angle, you're going to lift yourself up to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, bring your arms to touch overhead. And then exhale, melt back down into your warrior 2. Straighten up, flip your right palm, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Come back to warrior 2. Straighten your legs, touch your fingers up overhead. Exhale back to warrior 2. Bend your right arm, come back into side angle, reaching your left arm up overhead. And then come back to warrior 2. Cartwheel yourself down, step back to plank, your version of chaturanga. Maybe it's knees, chest, chin, baby cobra, tabletop, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot all the way forward, coming into your low lunge. Turn your right heel down. Place your left forearm on your left thigh and reach your right arm up to the sky. Pressing into the outer edge of your right foot. Lift yourself up to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, bring your fingertips to touch overhead. Make any adjustments with your feet that you need to. And then melt back into your warrior 2. Bring this foot over here more. There you go. Now maybe you won't feel like you're gonna fall over. And now turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Oh, you look so much better. And come back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, fingertips touch overhead. Exhale, melt back down. Bend your arm, come back into side angle. And then back into warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. You can skip this. You can take a child's pose. Knees, chest, chin. Chaturanga. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Breathing in down dog. 1. Put your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way forward. Turn your left heel down, and this time we'll cartwheel all the way up into warrior 2. Take this time to adjust your feet. Make sure that the heel of your right foot is kind of coming into the center line of your back foot. Straighten your legs, and then bend your front knee back into warrior 2. Bend your right arm, place it on your right thigh, reach your left arm up and over, side angle. Come back to warrior 2, flip your right palm, go back into peaceful warrior. So we're Keeping our legs working as we flow forward into side angle and then float back into peaceful warrior. One more time, float forward into side angle and back into peaceful warrior. Straighten your front leg coming into peaceful triangle. And then reach your arms into a T shape. Extend your right fingers towards me and then come down into triangle. Right hand on your shin, left arm up to the sky. Think about opening your heart. Another breath here. Come all the way back up to stand. Turn both of your toes towards the building, the A building. And then hinge forward, coming into a deep forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Softly bend your knees if that feels good for you. And then stacking your shoulders over your hips. Reach your arms straight up to the sky. Turn your right toes towards me. Come back into warrior two. And then cartwheel yourself down. Step back to plank or child's pose. Lower down to your belly or halfway down or knees, chest, chin. So many options. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. 3 long breaths here. Put your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot all the way forward. Turn your right heel down. And then cartwheel yourself up into warrior two. Bringing your left foot so that it's lined up with the center of your right foot. Breathe here. There you go. Nice. Bend your left arm. Reach your right arm towards me. Come back to warrior two. Turn your left palm up. Exhale back. Come back to warrior two. Now we'll flow. Side angle, right arm towards me. Keeping your legs where they are, and then float left arm up and back, peaceful warrior. One more time, all the way through the side angle. And then up and back, peaceful warrior. Straighten your front leg, keep reaching that arm back behind you. Come into a T shape. Reach your fingertips towards me and then bring your left hand down to your shin. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Think about pulling your right hip back so your left hip is underneath it. Twisting from your waist. Reach that right arm up. Come all the way back up. Turn your toes to face the A building. Hinge forward, diving down. And this time, bend your knees side to side. Let your spine get loose. And then drive both feet down. Let your head hang heavy and slowly roll up. One vertebra at a time. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale into warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here in down dog. Letting your heels get heavy. One more time through. Put your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way forward. Turn your left heel down. Cartwheel yourself up to warrior two. Bend your right arm, come into side angle, reach your left arm towards me. Come all the way through warrior two into peaceful. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, reach your fingertips towards me, coming into triangle pose. Left arm up. Think about drawing your right heel towards your left foot and your left foot towards your right heel so that you're activating all the muscles on the insides of your leg. Engage your glutes. Press down with your left foot to lift your torso back up. Turn your toes towards the A tower. Shuffle your heels in. Come sit in goddess. Sorry, my eyes are closed because the sun is like right in my face right now. Sit down in your goddess, bringing your hands to heart center. Gently sway side to side. Straighten your legs, reach your arms out above you, coming into a giant star. Take up space. Breathe in, and then cartwheel yourself all the way down to the front of your mat. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Put your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot all the way forward. Turn your right heel down. Cartwheel yourself up into warrior two. Bend your left arm, place it on your left thigh, reach your right arm towards me. Slowly flow all the way back into peaceful warrior. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, reach towards me. Let your left hand come down, right arm up, coming into your triangle. Engage your glutes, engage your legs. Think about, there you go. Yep, you got it, Bindu, you got it, yep. Breathe here. Press down into your feet to lift your body up. Turn your toes towards the B building. Bring your heels in, bend your arms, come into goddess. So your arms are in a cactus. See if you can sit down a little bit lower. Feel this big opening. And then reach straight up, take up space, giant X. Fingertips up and spread to the sky. Cartwheel your hands down to the front of your mat. Step back to plank, last one. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. Float your right leg up behind you. We're going to come into pigeon. So bring your right heel towards your right wrist and slide your left leg back. If pigeon isn't good for you, I will show you how to do figure four on your back. Otherwise, come down and fold yourself forward. So if that isn't a comfortable position for you, come onto your back, place your ankle on your knee, and then reach behind that leg. Same beautiful hip opener. Two different directions. So let your forehead down. Maybe you stack your hands. Open your mouth. Let that tension release from in between your jaw. Three more breaths, nice and slow. Take your time. On your final breath, start to come back into your downward facing dog. Making your way there nice and slow. Pedaling your feet out. And then float your left leg up and bring your left knee towards your left wrist. Extend your right leg back behind you and slowly fold forward. Come all the way down. Maybe stack your hands so you can rest your forehead. Maybe your head comes all the way down and you have a towel. Breathe here. Let go of the tension. Relax. Let your hips get heavy. One more breath, and then start to slowly back yourself out of this, coming back into your downward facing dog. From our down dog, we'll come onto our knees and then slide ourselves around into a seated position. Extend your feet out in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe bring your arms behind you. Slide your right foot onto the mat. Bring your left arm around your right knee and your right arm behind you, coming into a twist. And then slowly unwind. Bring both feet to the mat and gently windshield wiper them side to side. And sit up, extend your legs out in front. Slide your left foot in. Bring your right elbow around your left knee and look back behind you over your left shoulder. And then unwind to the front. Draw both of the soles of your feet in. Sit up nice and tall, using your hands to help you. And then bring your hands forward to your ankles and gently start to fold forward. Letting your chin come towards your chest, letting your head get heavy, feeling the stretch all along your spine. Let your shoulders drape down. And then slowly roll back up. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat, knees pointing up to the ceiling. You can either lay straight down or you can join me in the slow roll for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw your knees into your armpits. Gently rock side to side. If you like happy baby, go ahead and reach for the soles of your feet, lengthening your tailbone. Gently massaging your lower back. Take a few more breaths here and then extend your legs away from you. Extend your arms away from you. And let your body relax. I'm going to come around and do some quick Shavasana adjustments. If you would prefer that I don't place my hands on you, place one hand on my stomach and I will know to respect your space. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Maybe bringing a little movement into your fingers and your toes. Extend your arms up overhead, taking a big stretch from your fingertips to your feet. And then when you're ready, draw everything in and roll onto one side. Take a few breaths on your side. And then when you're ready, come into your seated position. No rush. Sit up nice and tall. Let your hands rest. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath. That's your life force moving around inside of you. Thank yourself for taking this time to move and appreciate your body. Thank you for allowing me to lead you through this practice. Namaste.